The 2026 offseason is rolling, but the Green Bay Packers still have a lot more work to do. We're going to talk about 5 things they need to address before the offseason ends, coming up next. I'm Gil Martin. Welcome to today's episode of the Daily Packers Post, where we bring you in-depth videos on your Green Bay Packers. Hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss an episode, because we have new episodes dropping every day, Monday through Friday. And visit our website at thepackerspost.com for in-depth articles on your Green Bay Packers. Today, we're going to talk about 5 things the Packers still need to address this offseason. And look, we're through the first big phase of free agency. The draft is just around the corner, but there's still a lot of work to do before training camp opens in July, and definitely before the season gets underway in September. And here are 5 things that the Packers should address at some point before the start of training camp. Maybe 1 or 2 can wait a little bit longer. But let's see if you agree with the 5 things this team still needs to do. And they're not listed in any particular order. Number 1, extend Christian Watson. Watson going to be the team's number 1 wide receiver entering training camp. And look, he's playing now on a 1-year deal and will become a free agent at the end of the 2026 season unless Brian Gutekunst signs him to a new contract. And look, he really matured this past year as a receiver, became a more complete player, was not just catching long passes deep downfield. His hands were more consistent. He was catching short and intermediate passes as well. And the key, obviously, for Watson, as Packer fans are very aware, he's got to remain healthy. Now, you have Jaden Reed and Dontavian Wicks also in the final year of their current contracts, but Watson is the top priority. Look for Gutekunst to sign Watson to a new deal sometime before the season starts. Number 2, got to find a backup quarterback. We lost Malik Willis. He signed with the Dolphins with a chance to become their starter. But now, who's going to back up Jordan Love? You've got Desmond Ridder, the former Falcon. You've got Kyle McCord on the roster as a kind of developmental quarterback. There have been rumors that the Packers were interested in several other available quarterbacks, but none of them have signed with Green Bay. The possibility still exists they add a veteran backup, or the other possibility is that you draft on day 3 a developmental quarterback, and we'll see which direction, or possibly both, that Gutekunst decides to go. Number 3, got to add some depth to the offensive line, and it's both tackle and interior, but interior is an even bigger need. At least you have one solid backup at tackle in Darian Kennard. He's at least proven better on the right side than the left, but you could always move Zach Tom over. But if anything happened to a center or a guard, one of the starters, the only experienced backup you've really got is Jacob Monk, and he has played a grand total of 57 snaps on offense in his first 2 years in the NFL. So they would be in big trouble if something happened. So look for the Packers to add in day 3 along the offensive line. They love their versatility for the offensive linemen, but they've got to at least be able to play the interior and to fortify that position. Number 4, need more depth and more talent along the defensive line. You need a true nose tackle, the only one you've got on the roster right now, the unproven Nazir Stackhouse. He's a run stuffer, but you need more as we're switching now under Jonathan Gannon to a 3-4 base. And then you need some help at edge rusher. You know Micah Parsons is not going to make the beginning of the season most likely. And then after missing, let's say, 3 or 4 games, he'll probably be on a play count the first few weeks after he actually returns to the lineup. And then you also have Devontae Wyatt, Lucas Van Ness, and Carl Brooks all on the final year of their contract in 2026. So whether you add a veteran free agent or you use a day 2 draft pick here, maybe also a day 3 pick, this is an area that must be addressed. And then finally, and probably most importantly, or close to it, cornerback. Green Bay doesn't have a number one cornerback right now. Keyshawn Nixon is the best corner on the roster, but he's not a cornerback one on a good team. He's a cornerback two. And the other corners on the boundary, you got Carrington Valentine and free agent signee Benjamin St-Juste. Got to add something here. And it depends maybe on how the draft board falls, whether you grab a corner in round 2 or round 3. Possibly bringing back Trayvon Diggs or another veteran is another option. You could also do both. Wouldn't surprise me if Gutekunst double dips at corner at some point in the draft, maybe making one pick on day 2 and then another on day 3. But this is an area of need that absolutely must be addressed before training camp gets underway. Visit our website at thepackerspost.com for in-depth articles on the Packers. Feel free to comment. Let us know if you agree with our analysis. Always great to hear from you. And here on YouTube, hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss an episode of the Daily Packers Post. I'm Gil Martin. Have a great day, everybody. Stay safe. And of course, go Pack Go.